Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Very Big Comedy Quiz, the 50th Very Big Comedy Quiz, and also quite possibly the final public Very Big Comedy Quiz for some time. Much as we've loved doing this, it is coming towards the end of lockdown. So here for the beer for the last time, Erica is with us. Not next time live show. Yes, so it may be the worst one. It could be the worst one. It could be shit. You never know. I've seen these people. They're terrible. It is in fact it's going to be all crazy. So what we're going to do is we have multiple co-hosts today. I don't even know who the hell they are. I know who two of them are, but other than that, it's all just a massive surprise. Which is nice. It's nice to have surprises. This will be the first time ever that my wife has surprised me, except for the time when she said, "This is hello, my good. My daughter's come to join us.
Surprise!
Surprise! What can I do for you? You want your water? I'm sure Mommy will be happy to help you with that.
You're just gonna have to...
I'll just carry on speaking.
Why don't we bring in our first guest?
Let's bring in our first guest. He's coming all the way from Yuxke Park. He's coming to live. He's in Randburg, though. We're lucky enough that he's come to Randburg because he felt that would make his internet signal stronger. So it is my great pleasure to introduce the only person I believe who's co-hosted twice. And he's here to do it.
No, Peter's also.
Oh, and Pete, of course. So not the only one.
Not that special.
He's not that special. He's a bit shit, actually. He's a bit shit, but we'll go with him anyway. So it is, in fact, Warren Robertson. Everybody, welcome.
Yay!
Warren Robertson.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Chris.
Wow, that's amazing, Warren. Your house. Who's that in the background?
Yeah, I'm glad you explained that I was in your house because there's a very clear picture of you and Chris, you and Tabitha on the wall there behind me, and I didn't want people thinking I had that in my house. The one I've got in my house is much larger and much more naked.
Yes, well, I mean, that's not a picture, that's a video.
I can't hide anymore.
No. So you didn't think that one through as you crossed behind Warren there. So we've got all our cool regulars here. It's quite sad. Like we almost want to carry on. If I look over here, I'm actually looking at Warren, even though we're looking in opposite directions.
Yeah.
We get a high five over here. And then it looks like we set this up brilliantly. We need to sterilize our hands now, but we are roughly a meter apart.
But that's true of you, like even before the pandemic. If you touched Chris's hand, you sterilized.
You did need to sterilize it.
That's what happens.
Sorry, good jokes. Yes. So while Warren is settling into finding his rhythm with his outstanding sense of humor, I think. I like this. Do you know what's awesome about this? Is normally when we have guests on, especially guests of the female persuasion, I look like shit and they look amazing. So being next to Warren, I'm feeling quite good about myself right now.
Because I even got a haircut. Like
Warren,
it's so low. Like it's so low.
Hello, Trevor Redding Hayes. And I just want to say that Liverpool was outstanding last night. I thought they were amazing. Trevor's a big Liverpool fan, so that's why we have to mention that. The garage door is there. I'm assuming that means there's only one of you, Lauren, unless you just misspelt it. But yes, so we've got a bunch of regulars.
We do have another guest waiting.
We have another guest waiting. He's phoning Warren right now. Going,
yeah.
Where the hell are you? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our next guest, who is, of course, Pete Goffwood.
Yay!
Hey, guys.
The amazing, incredible host of Ultimate Braai Master and South African Master Chef, and of course a program that's hopefully going to be started as soon as we can find a goddamn sponsor. The Taste Buds. To hashtag to say, if anybody wants to sponsor the Taste Buds, it's a wonderful show starring Chris Forrest and Pete Goffwood. Let us know.
I'm
I
glad you
speak at some point. Hey.
Yes.
No.
Any minute now. No. I'm glad you clarified that Warren was actually in your house. So I thought that was a little bit embarrassing. Chris is doing this show and Tabitha's over at Warren's place, and I didn't realize you were both in the same. I just saw, she's scooting up together. That was badly timed. But I'm glad that you're all the same.
That's very judgy of you, Pete. That's very judgy.
Yes.
It could be at my house.
Yes.
This is 2020 now.
Yes.
And I'm liking also the between the two, the before and after Ambrose Soler advert. Looking very cool with.
Well, which one of us is before and which one of us is after?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It looks like Poms in Spain in August. Before and after. Day 1 and day 2.
It's astounding to me that Pete went there. I would have thought like the one place he wouldn't have wanted to go is Ambrose Soler jokes.
But
Oh, but we actually have one more person who's got amazing hair.
we have one more person.
Yeah, Chris has no idea.
I have no idea. So wait, we need to.
We've got a joke.
It ties in nicely for Pete. Did you hear about? Zita gives us jokes all the time. She's been absent. Where have you been, Zita? But anyway, did you hear about the atmosphere? The atmosphere. I'm good at jokes. Did you hear about the atmosphere on the moon? There was no restaurant there.
Yeah.
No, the actual joke was, did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, but no atmosphere. I like that. It's right up there about, did you hear about the 2 TV antennas that got married? The wedding was cucked, but the reception was amazing.
Mm.
You get it because the TV antennas, the reception.
No, Chris would love it.
It's not we don't understand, Chris. It's just a crap joke.
I thought you liked crap jokes, Pete.
Yeah, I do. Usually your crap jokes are pretty good. That was like, that's scraping the barrel there. I have to say.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so we have one more guest at the moment.
We have
another guest. Surprise guest.
Very excited to see who this guest is. Right now, the guest is a circle. It's Joshua Brooks. Yay!
How's it?
Cool.
Finished a long day of working for the Human Rights Commission. Now you've come to...
Dude, if you had any idea.
Make sure I don't
have any idea.
All right. I feel we're sitting in the wrong order, though.
I want to use my 10-point deduction for whatever team Trevor Redland-Hayes is in, please.
Why?
He says, please can we replace Warren with Derek Watts? So can we just knock 10 points?
We did try Trevor. Derek as he was very busy.
But Derek is famous. He's got work to do.
and he didn't want to do tonight because he doesn't have any wine in his house.
Yeah, because he's got self-respect.
No, dude. I saw his episode. He started out as the very erudite Derek Watts and descended into the Derek Watts we all know and love by the end of the evening. Trust me.
But not everybody knows that side of Derek Watts. So well, discretion is the better part of valor, I think the saying goes.
Yes.
There was also a quiz with you, Pete. We won't mention.
Should we go through the rules?
Yes, let's go through the rules quickly.
Why not? Or even a question or two.
For those of you who haven't watched any of the previous 50 quizzes, or 49, the first rule, very important, you don't put any answers in the comments section, because if you put your answers there, then everybody gets to see them. What you do is you register your team on the Google Doc in the pinned comment. And then when you answer the questions, you write your answer down on a piece of paper, you add up your score at the end of the round, and then you put it in the Google document. The second rule is no Googling. I normally just ask somebody, what do you call, because when you Google, you only satisfy yourself. I'm going to go through them one at a time. Gershwin, what do you call somebody who only satisfies himself?
A masturbator. I think that's what I said last week, isn't it?
Yeah,
Ginger.
the same answer. I was hoping for a better one, but it's fine. We'll forgive you.
Okay, a wanker.
Yeah.
A wanker's...
How about a ginger?
Just for a stand-up set.
Enough.
And Pete, what do you call somebody
A
who only
ginger.
satisfies themselves?
A ginger. A
A
ginger.
ginger. Sometimes we don't even satisfy ourselves, Pete. We just sort of do it whilst crying, using our tears as lube. Erica is asking, where is her cooler box CD? Firstly, Erica, you've spelled it wrong. And secondly, it's right here in my hand, in the ready position. In fact, we got so far as we said, what is Erica's address? Because I will hand deliver it to her. Yeah. Because it's only
Erica,
but you don't have a comic book, dude.
Yeah. The
That
longer it times to get to you, the better you will be. Trust me. Don't worry. Delayed gratification.
Pete loves the Cooler Box CD. I'm just putting it out there. I know he does. He sings
In
it
fact,
in
I
his
think
sleep.
I'm the only fan, apart from Chris's mom.
I was about to say, like, I don't want to ask an impolite question, but who the hell is Cooler Box?
Oh,
Cooler
Oh,
Box.
you don't know who Cooler Box is.
You
wow.
realize what you've just
Chris.
done there, Chris? Well, is you've
Oh,
inflicted
wow.
yourself. I'm going to have to force a copy on you now.
Oh,
Cooler
man.
Box is
Chris
is
alter
an
ego.
Afrikaans hip hop rapper from the
Whoa.
era before the Antwoord to Jack Parow. He was known as the voice of the Benoni Underground. He sang massive hits such as Yo Mood, Chicks Dig Me, Wizard, Sari Marais, Bobbian, and Debate. I don't think that one's palatable anymore.
I think if
no,
Chris,
probably not.
Yeah, I was Bobbian in the bed. I was like, woo.
if Chris manages to give away another 23,000 copies, he'll be able to park his car in his garage.
That's right, because I do have a few boxes for it. I'm not sure I'd actually be comfortable giving one to somebody who works for the Human Rights Commission. I'm sure.
Not such a good idea.
It was written in a very strange time in my life. I don't know. You remember the Pure Manati show, Gershel?
Yes, of course. I loved it.
So Tsepo Mokhali had a character called Spykos.
Yes.
And then I wrote his Afrikaans compatriot called Cooler Box. And the idea was that I would do Afrikaans volksliedjies to like a kwaito beat. And then you know how like all the white kids were dancing like Johnny Clegg to Mendoza back in the day?
Yeah.
I did stamp my foot. Nobody could see it except for Warren. So I thought it would be really cool as if you were singing Jan Pirevit to a kwaito beat in sort of a black club, and then black guys were doing the soki. It never happened, but it was a cool thought.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm actually checking out your stuff now. I see that you are.
Can't you?
There's about
for sure.
4 different versions of YouTube and one that was taken off. Altogether, they got over 1 million hits. I'm just saying. That's my little thing. And I won an award for it, and I'm clinging to that for the rest of my days.
Never underestimate
Listen.
the ability of the South African public.
Yeah.
Listen, dude. All respect. You know what? I'll make sure that you have amnesty at the commission. I mean, I'm checking out the stuff now, and it's awesome.
Chris is South Africa's Eminem.
Exactly.
Exactly like Eminem, but without the talent.
Yeah.
All right. I think we should actually get on to the quiz now, since we're 13 minutes in. And we're going to start off. I hope everybody's registered their teams. Section 1, question 1. It's a very tough one tonight. Where is the Sea of Tranquility?
Good one.
And that's a tough one because
I'm going to give viewers a clue.
no, Pete. That's
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Nobody wants to see your sea.
Yeah, just kidding.
Or your tranquility.
Yeah.
Yes. Can everybody still hear? Just let us know, because the sound seemed to go down a bit. But I think we're back. Pete, are you there?
I'm here. I'm still here.
I've got the delayed version. I'm seeing things. Although I've seen Pete's see before.
No, you have. Oh, you have.
I have many times.
So
you may want to explain that. Yeah.
Me and Pete do a cooking show together. There we go. That's Cooler Box. I'm just gonna, before we carry on, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I once did an interview as Cooler Box on SAFM, which is a very proper radio station. And then they it wasn't even as Cooler Box. It was as myself, and they invited listeners in to phone and ask questions or whatever. And there's a particularly offensive track on the CD that is maybe the most offensive track ever written by a lady from Brakpan called Monique Nokia. And then a cat moved my phone. So so it starts, the opening line of the sketch goes, yes, as Mazekano, Hana Hana, so o fucking hoer op papier. And then that is what this person, as soon as they answered the phone and said, "What's your question?" they played that. I thought it was lovely. I literally fell off my chair laughing whilst watching the man scramble to try and switch the call off. But anyway, so I was explaining why Tabs has seen Pete see a lot, is because we do a show together called Don't Burn Your Sausage. And whenever the show's sold out, we do it in the nude. I know.
And despite that, it still sells out.
Obviously.
Well, the thing is that people don't know that if it sells out, we perform naked.
Yeah,
They regret buying those tickets.
We
We only tell them on the night. Yeah.
Whoa. So when you two walk in Starkers, then people are like, sold out show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Or
they're like, why is the room suddenly getting smaller?
Where is the emergency exit? Yeah.
All the benefits of this Pete show.
At least now I know about 2 other South Africans on Pornhub.
Oh,
Imagine this in your.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next question? So that was the first question. We're on question 2 now.
Oh, wow.
So
It's gonna be a long quiz.
where is the Sea of Tranquility? And question 2 is, what is the gravity difference between Mars and Earth?
Yes.
Yes.
Boom shakalaka.
So if I'll give you a clue. I'd rather stand on a scale on Mars than here.
Yeah.
At this point in my life.
Okay. I can live with. I can relate to that. Yeah.
Why do you guys think that the camera is just here?
Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. And there's a ginger pussy that just won't give up right now.
Say that again.
There's a ginger pussy.
Okay.
She's
No,
you
you didn't see. Never mind.
Yeah, the timing couldn't have been worse, dude. Honestly.
Beautiful.
I was referring to my cat.
Of course you were, Chris.
In percentage will be fine, Layla.
Percentage or ratio?
Or ratio, yes.
Yeah, ratio, percentage, a fraction even.
A fraction, or whatever way you feel comfortable writing it. Question. So that's question 2. What is the gravity difference between Mars and Earth, or Mars and Earth? Question 3. Pete, I feel you should really know this one. What kind of bean is used to make baked beans?
It has been.
Not to be confused with not to be confused with baking beans.
Yeah. No. I do know the answer to this one.
You're like the only one in the world.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea.
There was a great. I was on the Great South African Bake Off, and one of my co-contestants thought that baking beans went into the pastry and you baked them, which was amazing. It was the best.
Yes, of course, yes. They didn't actually line that.
Did her name rhyme with it?
No, it wasn't on MasterChef. It was the Great South African Bake Off. So her pastry had all these like baking beans, or these ceramic beans that you use to stop pastry rising. And she just coiled them in the pastry.
But you have to line the pastry with greaseproof paper and put the beans on top. Otherwise, as the contestant, the beans just bake into the pastry base.
And then even better, she figured it was a sweet potato pie. So so she boiled her sweet potato, but then she was like, it's cooked. I don't need to cook it again. So when she mixed in the eggs, and it was all runny, and then she just put in more and more flour.
Wow.
It's not a great reality show when the judges are more nervous than the contestants.
I mean, that literally sounds like something that you put together, or not even put together willingly, but that you biologically put together at the end of a night of heavy drinking. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds
Oh
like.
yeah. No, I don't. But Shane,
Yeah.
that word, I think it was Zola Nene was the judge, and she like had to chew back. She threw up in her mouth. It was so disgusting.
No.
But yeah.
Erica has a little phrase for you.
Baked beans good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. Erica, you can do better. I'm just saying. Normally your standards are quite high. All right. So question 3: what kind of bean is used to make baked beans? Question 4: which country does Gruyere cheese come from? Like, does it all? Is it just the recipe, or does all the Gruyere cheese in the world come from this country?
Well, it's one of those one of those things that it's to do with an inoculation of a specific kind of bacteria that gives this cheese its distinctive look. There are versions of Gruyere around the world, but specifically authentic Gruyere comes from a specific place, which is what you're asking for.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the same as Roquefort. They're changing it now that you can't. Now you have to call it blue cheese or whatever it is. You can't call all blue cheese Roquefort unless it comes from Roquefort, and so it's the same Gruyere.
Is it similar to Israeli tomatoes?
No, because it's not from Israel.
Or Rocky Mountain oysters.
Wasn't there that Rocky Mountain oysters are slightly different?
I was listening. I was listening to Pete, and I have a feeling that he would just give me a backhand when it comes to my level of understanding. When it comes to, you know what I mean?
It's fine. You don't need to understand it.
No. It's one of those things. I mean, there's even talk of the European Union trying to change the term feta cheese because it's not. If it doesn't originate in Greece, it can't be. So, but the world, everyone makes feta cheese. What are we going to call it?
I don't care.
I'll
that
leave
they
that
make
to
those
comedians.
rules. I'm a badass. I'm going to carry on calling it feta, and no one can stop me.
I still call it. That's how crazy I am.
You're like JC LaRue champagne.
I call
Right.
autumn harvest crackling is champagne to me. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
there
we go.
I'll drink that stuff. I'll spend the 15 rand, whatever it costs these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Chris trying to sabrage a bottle of autumn harvest cracklings with a hammer?
No.
It's quite something.
Oh, is it?
It does happen frequently at the end of the night when you can't get that screw top off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cheese formerly known as feta.
Cheese formerly known as feta.
Good one.
Okay, so question 4 was, what country does Gruyere cheese come from? Question 5. This one I sort of judge anyone who knows the answer to. But anyway, besides William and Harry, name 3 of the Queen's 8 grandchildren.
Whoa.
Are they
So
called?
she's got 8 in total. 2 of them are William and Harry, and name 3 of the remaining 6.
Is that the names of the corgis?
No, they're actual. I'm just.
Oh, the
sad
human
for
ones.
anyone who actually knows.
Actual inbred children. Okay.
They are actual inbred children, overpaid, underworked. I'm sure they're lovely on some level.
I can probably say that I know the name of one other.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm
Colette,
clueless.
not a fan of feta
stumped.
cheese, I would say, judging from that.
so bland.
I'm glad Colette feels like passionate enough to put that out there into the world.
Yeah. Colette,
Okay,
you should
we lost sound
stop
again.
stop smoking. If you think
Stop
feta
smoking.
cheese is bland, you should stop smoking.
There's a reason they said smokers make better, are better at oral.
We have somebody else.
We have somebody else. Are we adding to people all the time?
We are
Oh,
adding.
people are joining in as we speak.
I see him looking a little bit bored over there.
Let's
so
bring-
I think
bring-
we must just bring him in.
Bring him in. Who is?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
We're ready.
Great!
Watkins, Graham Watkins, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Graham Watkins Project Fame.
How are you, lads?
We're
Excellent.
great. We're discussing the Queen's grandchildren, Graham.
Guys, I'm aware of this. I've been passively watching you guys, and the conversation's been delightful.
Delightful.
My internet connection is terrible, though.
Well, that's what you get for.
We
I don't
can't
know.
hear you. All right.
But that freeze is perfect because it looks like a pose, doesn't it?
It does. Like that's when you know you're super cool, was when your internet freezes in a good way, because normally it's like, and then that's where your picture stays forever.
Should I
But,
phone back?
yes.
I should phone back. Let me re-enter.
We'll re-enter.
Right, he's
But still, you see, it
Bet
still
you
looks
say that
good.
to all the boys, Graham. So question 5 was, besides William and Harry, name 3 of the Queen's 8 grandchildren. And then
Okay.
question 6 is a tough one. So I'm going to mispronounce it on purpose, just for Pete's purposes. Which king did Anne Boleyn marry? She was great at making eggs.
Yeah. Which, in fact, she was so madly in love, she lost her head over it.
Ooh,
She
okay.
was head over heels in love. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Boleyn. But thank you.
Yes. So which king did Anne Boleyn marry?
Berlin, like the
Like the German chick.
yeah, like the band.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Anne Boleyn, Boleyn.
Boleyn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many more people are joining us?
they're gonna come and go.
Oh, okay.
It feels like I'm about to watch a Ty Lopez video, you know? Yeah, in my garage. Lamborghini.
All right, next question.
Next question. But did we ask that one enough? Hey? Which king did Anne Boleyn marry? Question 7 is, what is the closest French city to the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland? The closest French city.
Tonight's one is tough, huh?
It's what? Sorry?
Yeah, very tough.
It's quite tough. I think you wanted to go out with a bang. I mean, you know, you go in for the 50.
No, you guys have no idea. You didn't see Warren's first quiz. Do you remember Warren's first quiz? Unless you're a Mensa student, you wouldn't have got one single answer.
Oh.
Even if you were a Mensa student, people were like, what is wrong with Warren? And that was actually question 26. Was what is wrong with Warren? And there was a lot of that was for 9 points.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
I tell you what's wrong with Chris right now is he's very thirsty.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying that. So what is the closest French city to the UK? It's definitely not Champagne. But it is all pretty close. Question 8: from which countries can you access Mount Everest? So I know we've all climbed Mount Everest a lot.
Yeah, but only once from the difficult side.
Yeah, once from the difficult side. Has any like my mountaineering includes Northcliffe Hill, and I haven't done Melville Corpies yet. I'm saving myself, and I once went up a cable car in Cape Town.
Yeah.
That was
I
tough.
can say it.
Yeah.
I had to.
It's harder.
Actually, just walking that.
I had to rest for 2 days afterwards.
I actually know a dude that does the whole mountain climbing thing. I mean Everest, Kilimanjaro, that type of stuff. And I don't know why. I just don't know.
Apparently, it's because it's there.
Because it's there.
Ah, exactly.
That's
One of those things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not fun. It's not a fun thing. I've done Table Mountain, and it's not particularly fun. It's,
Yeah, the
it's
cable
hot.
car fell.
No, I actually climbed it from the company gardens side, the Kirstenbosch Gardens.
Okay.
It's not nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
had
keep down on Everest, right? The climbers will give you a nickname because they'll use you as a marker because they can't take you down off Everest. They can't take you down. They leave you up there. So there's guys up there that they don't know who they are. They just call them green boots, for example, or like, blue jacket. My goal is to be dick out. That's
Okay. Okay. No.
That won't refer to his genitalia, by the way. That'll just be like the guy who stuck his head out the tent, and they'll be like, "Oh, look, there's a dick out."
No. The thing is, I've seen Warren inadvertently once he got out of a hot bath, and when his how should we say his meat and two veg were as prominent as they're ever going to be without being actually erect. So frozen, there will be no doubt.
Chipolata and hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, it'll be more inverted dick than anything else.
I didn't even hear that. Your dog is making a noise.
He'll be known as Dick In.
Oh,
There's Mr. Dickens.
We'll make a nice change from just women calling me that.
Are you in? Warren, are you in love?
He said, "Are you in love?"
Are you in love?
All right. So from which countries can you access Mount Everest?
Can you see Warren's penis?
Question, yeah, if you want to see Dickens. Which part, this is question 9, by the way, for those of you who are still with us. Which part of the hops plant is used in the beer making process? That's quite a vital question.
I mean, if the apocalypse actually hits, one of us is going to need to know this.
This is vital, yes.
Yeah.
although I'm very good at making ginger beer, so I can do it ginger.
You know, there's always going to be that one Durst who's going to make craft beer after the apocalypse.
I love that guy already. I love that guy. Like I don't want to drink shit.
But it's a bit of an unfair question. I think all of us are expert brewers now, isn't it?
That was one of the things that
COVID-19
about
lockdown.
South Africans is everybody moaned that Woolies stopped making roast chickens, but then we could brew. Make your own chicken. You know what I mean? It's not hard. But then we managed to brew pineapple beer. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us as a nation?
Yeah.
Just a random thought.
But didn't a couple of people blow themselves up trying to make pineapple beer?
There was some people there. I think that's what they said.
Some people went
who
blind.
said they made great pineapple beer. The only problem was they all fought afterwards.
We will see how much people like pineapple beer by how much people are drinking it next year.
We made some amazing some brilliant ginger beer. Her dad really loved it, and when he gets his sight back, I'm sure he'll like it even more.
No, Chris, it wasn't your joke. I think it was Layla's one.
Graham is playing the hokey pokey.
Are we at the end of round 1 yet, Chris?
We are on our final question.
I
felt this one was made too easy.
Before you go, Chris. I bought a ginger non-alcoholic beer. He wasn't impressed.
Okay, so our final question after the dog has attacked who's ever at our gate is I want the artist and songwriter in a cure for hay fever, please. She actually sneezed so hard Graham left.
Aren't you glad you came here now? Corona.
Yeah. That's fine. It's the one thing that hasn't gone wrong this year.
Okay, so artist and song title for the following lyrics: you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life.
Oh, it's an easy one.
Yes, it's far too easy. But also let's take note that these people can't rhyme. Because jive and life doesn't rhyme. What the hell?
And it's not the same song as you can dance if you want.
You know what? I'll make an admission. I'm actually a secret fan. That's one of the things. You know those things that you do not publicly admit to. I'm a massive fan.
You and me both. These
Seriously?
people, yes. I haven't told my parents yet, though.
Yeah.
They would be rightly ashamed. I mean,
I'll
and
be
then
happy
you
to hold your
tell them,
hand
yes.
while we discuss that with mum and dad, you know.
They would
Yeah.
know that I was a super trooper. But I did say to a friend of mine, I said, Chiquitita, you and I know.
Can I tell you a true story though? And again, it's one of those things I shouldn't be saying publicly, but this actually happened to me. I was brought to tears by one of their songs. I was on a bus. It was the first time I heard this song. I was still a student then, I think 20, but I was still very macho and, you know, all that.
Yeah.
And it brought me to tears. Now, the question is, can you guess which one it was?
Fernando.
No. Fernando's a bit of a, Fernando is not.
Just checking. Oh, maybe
I'm gonna
being
go
a revolutionary and that kind of stuff.
Oh, by the way, my wife is out of frame, and she's too scared to show that she's bringing me a drink. Kirianov, I didn't want to make that also look like a scene out of.
Collects corpses, you know, like it's a.
My-
No,
I'm like, what are you doing?
I
My-
love this
my-
band that we've just basically given away by announcing all their songs, but it's fine because if you know, you know.
You know what we could do though? You know what
My-
we could do? We could bring in someone who might actually give it a go.
Who has a connection?
Who might
Who are
sing
actually
it.
in the band.
Do you think
Oh,
this
no,
next
okay.
guest will sing it? Because Graham's disappeared. He's got terrible signal tonight. He's not there.
Who? Yeah, who is the? If it's Dave Levinson, then the answer is yes. He'll definitely-
Okay, so our next
Dave will
guest,
sing
I'm
anything.
going to bring the next one in right now. Okay. All the way from
Whoa!
America.
It's Tumi Morake!
How's it?
All the way from. She is in
Hello.
Virginia.
Yeah?
Prepared.
It's 5 a.m. there. She got up with us.
Azad.
Hi, Tooms. How you doing?
Lekker sheet, lekker lemon. How you doing?
Like so super awesome.
Schwakke brewski?
How is Virginia? The rest of you can fuck off. Me
We
and
need
Timmy are
to
from.
pretty it up a little bit.
No, not today. I've got my homeschooling look today. So, sorry.
That's
No face
That's fine. Next to the, no offense to the rest of you, but next to the four of us, you look amazing to me.
I disagree.
wife is
Pete is
here.
killing it right
She's
now. I think
right
Pete
here.
is the
Speak for
prettiest one I
yourself.
saw.
Speak for
Next to
yourself.
Warren, even I look amazing.
Next to Warren, you look alive.
Look, I'm glad Chris finds me unattractive because after a few, we know how Chris gets.
Yeah. Ooh. Warren is looking very, very, very particularly white. You're almost
Yep.
Ed Sheeran white. What's going
I was
on?
inside for 6 months
Yes.
to me. Like,
We-
I haven't
we
gone
know-
outside.
We know who's obeyed lockdown. Okay.
No,
So-
he's got a job on a new vampire sitcom, so he's just preparing his role.
I didn't hear what he said. Sorry.
Said you got a job. You'll be getting cast as a vampire.
He just wants me to suck him.
His,
Oh,
it went there. It went there. Okay, so to me, we're on question 10 of section 1.
Okay.
And the lyrics go, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. So Tab said you might be able to sing it for us.
It's so weird. I don't remember the tune.
You can dance.
No, it's
And you
can
can
jive.
can
dance.
jive. Having the time of your life.
See
Ooh,
that
see that girl.
Oh,
There
yeah,
we go.
that's-
Watch that creep.
Oh,
Because we couldn't give away
My-
the title of the song,
My,
which happens
my,
to be as if nobody knows it. Everybody knows
Yes.
the song. It's the worst kept secret.
I know, like you can't half sing it and then stop. Like the spirit keeps going.
exactly. My
And
worry
everybody-
is, my worry is,
Everybody
I'm the
loves
only
this thing.
My
We'll be
worry
brought
is
to
I'm
tears
the
by
only
it.
person. My worry is I'm the only person here who actually thought it was a great song when it first came out. Not the whole retro. We still love them because it's quite cool.
Was that in your
No.
40s?
That was I was at standard 4 in standard 4, which I don't even know what that is anymore.
Whoa.
Grade
Grade
6,
six.
and it was one of
Whoa.
the first mixed parties of boys and girls that I went to when that song played. So just showing you how old I am, but never mind.
Yeah.
Sure, how you've been around.
Did you
Yeah.
did you say thank you for the music? I'll show myself out.
But you haven't guessed it yet. You didn't guess the tearjerker yet.
Fast recap of all the questions.
No, we didn't get the tearjerker. What was the tearjerker?
What was the what?
Winner takes it all.
Oh, okay.
Such a girl. Such a
Was
girl.
that the one?
I was
that
going
made
to
I mean,
say.
listen, I do have a
Yeah,
sensitive side, okay? I actually do have a sensitive side. Thank you.
No, but that just shows. I'm sorry that you just dropped in my estimation. Winner takes it all. Brought you to tears. That's wow.
Wow.
That's sad.
It was
Shame.
the first time I
It's
heard
not a
it.
sad song, but that's pretty sad.
But I'm sure that gets him laid. I mean, that's a sweet thing to say.
But don't open with that. Don't
Although
like,
not on the
walk up to
bus
people
when
and
he
be
heard
like,
it.
hey, I want
You know, guys, why are we discussing? My wife is watching this. She just brought me a drink, and we're discussing, how it gets me laid. Thanks for spoiling my night.
Wow.
Was she on
We've just set it up for you, right?
Was she on the bus and saw you crying?
Money,
No, she
money
wasn't.
makes me cry
Money
now.
makes Erica cry.
When I'm on the bus.
In fact, it's quite interlinked to money. But wait, fast recap. Question 1, where is the Sea of Tranquility? Question 2, what is the gravity difference between Mars and Earth? Question 3, what kind of bean is used to make baked beans? Question 4, what country does Gruyere cheese come from? Question 5, besides William and Harry, name 3 of the Queen's 8 grandchildren. Question 6, which king did Anne Boleyn marry? Question 7, what is the closest French city to the United Kingdom? Question 8, from which countries can you access Mount Everest? Question 9, what part of the hops plant is used in the beer making process? And question 10, the artist and song title. If you haven't got it by now, we really recommend you get out more. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life.
I want to get to know the people that don't know the answer, that have been watching all the clues and still don't fucking know.
It's that same question when Paul McCartney did the song with Kanye. With I don't know who this Paul McCartney is, but he's going to be famous now. Okay. Where is the Sea of Tranquility? Pete gave us a massive clue when he got up to show us.
The whole of the
answer is the moon.
I've blocked out that whole section of the quiz. I can't
Hey,
remember.
can we watch it tomorrow?
Yeah, I know. No, it's fine. It's all right. He's doing me a favor.
Trauma does
I've
make you.
boxed it up. We actually have a picture of Pete's notes in our
Oh,
private
lovely.
collection.
Lovely, yes. I'd love to
In
see a
fact,
picture
I
of
have a
Pete's
massive-
notes.
In fact, Warren took that picture.
He did.
That is true.
That is true.
But the one that Warren took, we don't have. We've got an A1 size of your and my backside, Pete. It's wonderful.
Wow.
It's in my
Delightful.
bedroom.
Delightful.
On the ceiling in our room, so I can look at it as I lie awake at night. And so I can see
Is that the reason you
I can
like
see
The
it?
whole of
the whole
you
of
can
the
see
moon.
the whole of the moon. Yeah.
Chris, I think that the Human Rights Commission can officially forgive you for Cooler Box, but that is nah, dude. Inquiry tomorrow.
I'm gonna have to apply for amnesty. Is there a temporary insanity something?
Well, all I can say is try it. Try it.
Stephen Bain says, "What a great bunch of legends you have tonight, Chris. True South African. Salute to you all." Thank you, Stephen. You are awesome.
I think he's just saying that because we're getting drunk.
No, well,
Yeah.
the tragedy is
As is Stephen.
I think only you're getting drunk on one of his products. Stephen, he works for Distell.
Ah.
So I hope that's a Distell wine.
I don't think he's.
Oh,
Oh, damn it. Maybe we should get some so we can drink it next time.
hence. Okay, what is the
Sponsorship.
gravity difference between Mars and Earth? It's a third. It's 1 to 3.76.
The Mars is obviously the lower one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
yes.
Warren,
So
pointing that out.
we weigh a lot less on Mars.
I think I need to move there.
I'm moving there too. Don't leave me behind, Tabs.
It's apparently colder though.
Do it.
Not so easy to breathe there, though, I believe. But besides that, it's
So can you imagine the judgment? People
But
are just like,
who-
you weigh 30, that ass.
been eating too many of those Earth bars.
Ah.
Little bit,
I got it.
little bit
I
shit.
got it, Chris.
It was sitting there. It had to come
Or
out.
potatoes grown in your own feces.
Oh yes.
No, we're losing Pete. I think.
Your sound's a bit
Your
soft there.
yeah, you need your mic nearer to your mouth, like this, Pete.
Okay. What kind of bean is used to make baked beans? Pete, you said you knew this. What is it?
It's haricot blanc. Or it's haricot beans.
Okay, haricot. I'm glad you said that because I was going to call it haricot.
No, that is exactly right, and I know that because I was told before the show. I didn't know it. until
Such
now.
a nice name, and then you just get thrown in tomato sauce and your baked beans from such a cool name, haricot beans.
It is.
In
Yeah.
tomato sauce.
Yes, but the thing is, there's two types. There's two
But
types of.
would you? It would sound like if you're telling everyone I'm having haricot beans on toast, you'd have to
Oof.
change it.
I like it. It sounds so fancy. I'm gonna start doing that with the kids.
But
Yeah,
there's two
I'm
types.
serving haricot beans in a tomato reduction.
Yes.
There are two types of haricot beans, and the ones that you have, the baked beans are the haricot blanc, Haricot blanc, and you've got haricot vert, which is the green beans, and the green beans that you know, the long thin green beans.
Yeah.
Those are also haricot. Those are haricot beans, but those are haricot vert as opposed to haricot blanc. One is
Okay.
a white bean and one's a green
haricot
bean.
beans. Ones you have on the way up.
But you know what Pete is saying was what people tune in for, like intelligent trivia, like your vomit joke.
It wasn't a vomit joke. It was a stand-up joke.
Yeah.
Can't we tell the difference with you?
I've seen your stick. It's vomit. Yeah. Never.
We're gonna move on from haricot beans. Which country does Gruyere cheese come from? It comes from Switzerland.
I might go get some out of the fridge.
So technically, does that
Comes
make
from
it
Tabitha's
Swiss cheese?
Ah.
Very good. Spot on,
Yes.
Chris. That is Swiss cheese.
Well done. Jeez.
Yeah. There we go.
Although,
Think about these
That's
things.
clever.
strictly speaking, Emmentaler is also Swiss cheese.
Mm.
So a different part of Switzerland.
And William Tell, he had
He had the apple on his son's head.
he was
Apples.
from Switzerland, wasn't he?
He was from Switzerland.
And he wasn't circumcised. That was a bit too
Not
far.
at first.
He had Swiss cheese. Okay. Besides William and Harry, name 3 of the Queen's 8 grandchildren. Toomey, do you know this one?
Charlotte.
No,
No.
that's the
No,
That's an
no.
onion. That's an onion.
No. I'm
Is there a Beatrice involved in there somewhere?
Who named their kid
Gershel, did you
onion?
know this?
Right?
Did you know this one?
I know. I said I knew one, and I think it's Beatrice.
That's such an unfortunate name.
Okay.
There's got to be an Alexander in there somewhere.
Doesn't
there's
Megan count?
There's a Peter, there's a Zara, there's a Beatrice, a Eugenie.
Oh yeah.
Eugene is rude. I hate her. I don't like her. Well, I don't hate her. I don't like her.
Right.
She's rude. Continue.
Wouldn't it? Sorry, Chris. Wouldn't it be really cool if it was like Sky, Moonbeam, and these like really weird 60s?
Or like
Kind of-
Chris. Chris and Robbie. Hendrik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because you could be in line
Just like
for the throne, and you could be Quinn and Quit.
Or like even if they'd gone the other way and called them like Freddie and Brian, like that would be pretty.
Like after the
Yeah.
After the actual Queen,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
And your
instead-
royalty, it's like they're wasting their power. Your royalty, you can call your kids anything.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
imagination whatsoever.
Moon unit. I reckon.
Eugenie is not all there.
We
I
don't
don't like,
know that
Eugenie.
Eugenie's full name isn't Eugenie, Slayer of the Peasantry. We don't know that. What's
Okay.
Eugene the
Yeah.
Destroyer.
So, and then Louise and James were the last ones
That no one knows.
that no one knows.
What a boring question.
James wrote a book, the King James book.
No, that was actually King James published.
Isn't that a Bible?
Yeah.
King James, but that's correct. the King James
I've
Bible.
seen that a few times. Every time I go to a hotel, there's
Yes.
that book.
No,
Just to say, don't do
Don't
I
that.
never get that. Why in the hotel room? What is the idea behind it?
To
To guilt
appeal
trip
to
you
your
and say,
guilt because you take there to eat forbidden fruit. So then they go,
when you finish
do you
watching
really
the
want to go
channel,
through with this?
and you feel guilty afterwards.
Or for repentance afterwards? I don't know.
and it's also like, if you think about it, it's a lot easier for them to slip it into the hotel room drawers than to come to your house and break in and put it into your like bedstand chair.
They came to my school. I've still got it.
Also, Chris, a lot easier to slip it in a hotel room.
Yes. Yes, it is. Which king did Anne Boleyn marry?
Boiling.
Berlin.
Berlin. Philistine.
Boiling. She married King Henry VIII. That was why she was head over heels.
There we go.
She was his second.
How many
wife,
times
if you
did that
believe
dude
the
marry,
Catholic
though, huh?
Church, and his first, if you believe the Church of England.
Well, he could change stuff.
Yeah, he just.
That was the joy of him.
Mm.
All right. Question 7. What is the closest French city to the UK? It is Calais.
Calais?
But I was shocked.
It's
by
one
this
of those
because
that you
I
should
thought
know
Calais
and
was
you're
a town.
disappointed that you didn't know it at the time. You know what I mean?
What's that, sorry?
I'm saying it's one of those that you should have known, and then you hear the answer and you're like, shit, I should have known that, and then you're disappointed with yourself. I'm disappointed with myself.
It's the one they always.
I've never heard of it before
I was
today.
surprised.
I was disappointed enough in Warren for everyone. So even if he wasn't disappointed in himself, I was
But it's
disappointed.
So
it's
it
the
says
one that
Calais
it's
is by far the largest city in the Pas de Calais.
There you are.
It-
There you are.
it's the
I
one-
stand corrected. Yeah.
Do you know what the difference is between a town and a city? Anyone?
I
It's
know.
not the
Yes.
cathedral thing. if that's what
Cathedral.
you got.
It's not the cathedral thing.
Then how do I know?
Yeah.
what is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, we're not even going to tell you that because
Tell
I don't
us.
know the answer.
Ah,
Warren will
dude.
tell you.
Because Calais is the closest one because that's the one they always swim to from Dover when they do the channel crossing.
Ah. And
Why don't they just
Road
use a
Doors has
remote?
told us the Channel Tunnel goes over to Calais.
Uh-huh.
No, it doesn't.
You could just use a remote to cross the channel.
And an interesting fact
Yeah.
about the Channel Tunnel is the only tunnel that is more used is Chris's tunnel.
Oh.
Yeah. It's because it's significantly cheaper.
Yeah, well, I have had a Eurostar in there.
Oh, okay.
A rust,
Final one.
a rusty Euro.
Which countries
We're
can
not on number 10.
We're not. No, we're not. We're not.
from which countries can you access
Longest
Mount
quiz
Everest? It is Nepal,
Nepal and
and then I will take either Tibet or China.
Depending on whether you believe that China has annexed Tibet or not.
Yes, because some
Oh,
people disagree
oh.
with that.
Well, it's still Tibet, whether you agree with that or not. The answer is still
Yeah,
Tibet.
if you believe
Whether
Tibet
you-
is a separate and free country, then the answer is Tibet.
Warren doesn't believe this because he's an oppressor.
I
Yeah.
Shame on you, Warren. Shame on you.
go China. Like I'm, normally I support the underdog, but in this one, fuck you, Tibet.
You and your stupid monks.
That's right. Yeah. Fuck you, Dalai Lama. You take it. You take it good.
Yeah.
Don't you dare
what
try and
is
come to South Africa again.
apart from
Yeah, I'm just
apart from
playing that
apart
ANC party line here.
apart
Okay,
apart, but also apart from the fact that Tibet is famous for Mount Everest, the other thing they're famous for is bat production.
Is what? Sorry?
Bat.
Bats or that?
Yeah, they farm bats there.
They farm bats.
Wow.
Cricket bats or
Okay.
bats that fly.
No,
And what
bats.
do they do with the bats? I mean, I'm more interested in why you would farm bats. What do you do with them afterwards?
It's the
Fruit
chicken of
bats
the
food.
cave. It's they deep fry them. It's big fast food joints across Charles Corner. It's the bats or the chicken of the cave.
So
You think that they take the time to milk them?
wow.
I mean, guinea pig gets eaten throughout South America. That's another rodent.
There's a lot of them. To me, you could get a lot of milk from them. So if you
Sorry?
invested the time, there's a lot of bats, right? So I imagine these caves are filled with
Milk
bats.
a bat.
Probably hundreds of thousands of them. And even though they're small, I'm sure if you
Yeah.
milk them, then
Milk.
you could get quite a bit of milk.
How long have you been here? What's going on? Guys, what has he been drinking? What is going on?
I'm an entrepreneur, dude.
They said though, somebody
Innovator.
told me that if people continue eating bat, that might cause some sort of virus that would spread worldwide.
Get those bats.
Everywhere.
Although I had fruit bat stew once and it was amazing.
You're kidding me. For real, or you're messing around?
For real, in the Seychelles.
Shucks.
Absolutely brilliant.
Ew.
I would risk corona
Wow.
for that thing.
Obviously not Tibetan bats. Harvested Tibetan bats. Very different.
Okay. Which
Ugh.
part of the hops plant is used in the beer making process? It is
The round
the
part.
flower. That bit, yes. The SARS hop, the flower. Or will we accept the bud?
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
Well,
it looks
except
like
the
a
bud.
bud.
That is
Yeah.
the flower. Yes.
The kiss of the SARS hop. Ish.
The bud is the flower before it opens.
Oh man.
So you deflower hops to make beer.
Ah,
Yes.
Yes.
there we go. So
And if you
we'll
have
accept flower
enough
or
beer,
bud.
you can
All
deflame.
right.
Just wow. Because there's no hop in it.
Yeah. Okay, the artist and song title, You Can Dance. You can dance.
Abba.
I just
I mean,
want
obviously,
It touches me, yeah.
See that?
Music girl.
So the
Watch
original
that.
singer was Mortley and Wise. And no, it's, it was ABBA with Dancing Queen.
ABBA. Abba.
It took us an hour to do that section.
She was only 17.
this is the last
I
one
know.
we're here all night. We're settling in. That's what's happening.
People have got work tomorrow.
Guys, fuck those people. We are here until 3 o'clock.
On
We'll be round here. This is how this
I'm,
works.
Jimmy's-
As long as in
Jimmy's
yours,
got
but
a good
we're
line
pointing
At
it out.
10 a.m. in Jimmy's land.
I'm so glad that section 1 took an entire hour. But on that note, guys, I have to leave you. I need to go and do some stuff. So,
At night.
yeah.
He means a
Yeah.
shit. He needs to go and do a shit.
No, I actually need to go and cook dinner.
Goodbye, Pete. Thank you for joining us
I'm
once
sorry.
again.
Thank you, guys.
Bye
Cool.
bye.
We'll see you next time. I'm sure this won't be the last quiz. This is just hype to get people to view it. But we'll be back next week.
Well, it's
Same time.
working great.
Yeah, for the last quiz. But anyway, cheers, groovers. Thank you so much.
Happy.
Bye.
Yes.
All right. So I'm guessing everybody has filled in their scores and put them in on the Google document, so we can move
They
on.
are coming. They're coming in. They're coming in.
We can move on to section 2. This one, obviously, question 1 is fairly obvious to some people. Anna Wintour is the editor of which magazine? Nothing?
Yeah.
Ah,
There you
Jimmy's
go.
got it.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Wow.
Like how long have you been in a job when people can ask this question? It
Dude,
must be time
She's
to move on.
defined fashion for the last 30 years. You know, like that's. If you can't get this, you don't know TMZ.
I don't. Okay, so she's the editor of which magazine? Question 2. on that note, what is a snood?
A snood. Sounds like
A
something
snood.
Dr. Seuss would made up.
It sounds like almost all like
Almost sounds
I've
like a
got to what
sneed.
Pete just did. I've got to go and have a snood.
A sneed.
It sounds like when you have a shit, but you're also asleep. You know, one of those like 3 a.m.
A snood.
I'm snood in my bed. Oh, I woke up this morning. I had a snood.
Yeah, what is,
Or,
I was so drunk
or
last night.
it's one of those things that you don't want to come home and tell your wife, like, I got snood. You know what I mean?
I got snood.
Because the next obvious question from her side is, do I have it now?
Snood.
Or maybe it's like something else. It's like, so tell me, are you in the snood? Do you fancy it? No?
I'm not feeling that one, Chris.
No.
Yeah.
It's not really.
I guess
No, I mean, he literally got his snood out. Like, I'm not feeling that.
Snood under.
I was snood.
I just needed to snood out.
I'm in the snood. Okay, so question 3. This one has 3 parts. So it's the same question asked for 3 different things. How many strings does a violin, a standard banjo, and a Renaissance lute have? So in other words, they each have a different amount of strings.
It's not the same amount.
It is not the same amount of strings.
And it's important that it's a standard banjo.
Yes.
That's wildly important.
Yes. Not, yeah.
Can't just be like an early banjo.
Yeah. Or a hybrid.
Because
Yeah.
the banjo I played was a higher grade banjo.
The one that goes ding 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 ding.
Exactly like
That's a
Like, if you
Tabitha
close
banjo.
your
That's a
eyes-
Tabitha banjo.
Yeah.
Don't know how many strings on that one.
If I had
There is
closed my eyes
one
and that
instrument
was
I've always wanted to play.
banjo.
You know the banjo string on the human body? It's that little piece of like flesh on your penis that connects your glands to your shaft. You know that little. And did you know that
My
can
God.
break, Chris?
Your glands are connected to your shaft.
I'm not even
What
sure
are
where
you
it's
saying,
going.
bruh?
It's underneath your glands, men. There's a little
Which
bit
one's the glass
that
of the
connects
bed?
the glands to the shaft. That's acronym.
I'll have to look later.
Also referred to as the snood.
And you can break that. You can break that.
I will take your word for it.
Can I
Warren.
have a look?
Also
later?
referred to as the
Chris has never
snood.
seen it.
And do you
He's
sing
never-
if someone plays with it?
He looks down and he can't see it. He hasn't seen it since 1974.
It's true.
Weird.
Right.
I did once see it. I was looking in the mirror. It was one of those where this guy, it's true, he had a mirror above his toilet, and then I got to see it for a brief moment. It wasn't great, to be honest.
Felt gay.
No, I mean the penis wasn't great. It wasn't. I'm surprised I'm a dad. Put it that way.
Surprises me every day, Chris. Every day.
Don't drink and quiz people. Like shit is.
So, how many strings does a violin, a standard banjo, nothing to do with penis,
Standard banjo.
and
Get from banjo
and
to
a-
penis.
Banjo string.
Warren is, you know, like
Instruments,
6 degrees of
Tabitha,
Kevin Bacon.
instruments.
Warren will connect anything to penis or sex in like 3.
And they
3
create sound. I mean, I can see the association.
Yes.
I imagined it for a second and I was like, wow.
You guys are animals. Animals.
This is one for the musical theatre peeps amongst us. Name 3 of the 6 types of voices in the vocal range.
Oh my goodness.
Tak,
Can we
nice.
mention- Look,
You
Chris
must
has
make
a-
it-
Did you do musical theatre or
Yes.
real acting?
Yes, I did. Ooh, I did. Oh, I did a little bit of everything. Ow.
Chris, can
I
you
did a
see, the
little
thing
bit
is,
of
what Tumi doesn't, or I've told you this before, Tumi.
Kashal, don't.
Um,
Okay, easy now.
So we were at Wits at the same time. She was like a year or 2 ahead of me. And so she used to perform at the Wits Theatre. But she had this one thing that, it was like a recurring thing that she did. And it was like, I don't know, how do I call it? What do I call it? It was like Michael Jackson thingamabob that you did. Isn't it? But she's actually quite good. I promise you. She could have been featured in a Michael Jackson video like that.
I don't suppose
She was
she's gonna
quite
do
the
it now.
performer.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping as well. That's what I'm hoping.
So I don't know, Chris. Maybe if maybe if the libations work out, then maybe Tumi could, I don't know,
Hey, what's that?
show us
There's
something from the
There's
past.
something wrong with my connection. Oh,
Enjoy 2020. All right. So I'm guessing Tumi won't be doing Michael Jackson
But
first now.
I need to clarify. So that's like the three Luciano Pavarotti.
the
So there's 3 of the 6 types of voices in the vocal range.
Yeah. So one of them is Luciano Pavarotti and Placido Domingo.
Those aren't their names, though.
No,
Those
no,
are-
that's one of them.
No, but I think that Luciano Pavarotti should be a category on his own.
yeah.
With all due respect, I think I'm going to lobby for that. That's going to be my life mission.
No, Tony was a comedian we knew.
No, Tony. What was his
Tiny or
surname?
Tony?
Never mind. A little bit left. Tony. There was a whole TV program about him and his family.
Soprano.
Ah!
Yes, it's soprano.
Yes.
Did you say like soprano?
Okay, so please name 3 of the 6 types of voices, excluding soprano.
Is soprano one of them?
Soprano is
My husband
indeed one of
walked
them.
in. I was gonna make him sing one of them, but then
Jesus
he
Christ,
gave me
you
a
made
funny
that so
look.
difficult to get. Like I can't.
So 3 of the 6 types of voices in the vocal range besides soprano.
Oh. Please give me that deep one. I like that one.
Soprano one of
Hold
them.
on, Tumi's talking. She's
I
much
know.
more important than you. Sorry, what?
No one could ever pay me enough. I will never publicly sing. I'm sorry.
Chris. You're funny. So,
Okay, but I feel we're going to move on to the next question.
Just
Yeah,
syringes are here though.
Yes.
Yay, surgeon!
Yeah, Alice wants us to move along now, guys.
Yes, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Prominentia laryngea
Oh,
is commonly known as which part of the body?
It's like the syringes arrived for their section.
Weirdly enough, I know this one.
Do you know this one?
It's just by the name.
yeah, the name gives it away.
Yeah, it does.
Really?
It does.
It does.
It does.
It does.
say it again.
I'm going to try and mispronounce it now. Proemerentia Lauren de Geer.
Lawrence Jaina.
Lawrence Gina. Yes.
I knew Lawrence.
Lawrence Giles.
He was the Rosebank Convent. He was
I've seen that movie. Prominentia laryngea.
I hear it now.
Oh, welcome, Tabs.
It is a
I
harder.
can just mute you to me.
It is a harder question when Tabs is reading it, but
I can mute you as well.
you could mute us all. But
Too
it was
much
a very
power.
boring quiz.
Too much power, Tabs. Too much power. Mm-mm.
Okay, question 6. The atlas and axis bones are found in which part of the body?
Obvious.
Warren says it's obvious. I did not think it was obvious.
The atlas and the axis bones.
Atlas and the axis bones.
Hmm.
It's different from the wishbone.
They are in your body map.
I mean, humans don't have a wishbone.
We don't have a wishbone.
No, we don't.
I do.
I mean, sort of. I
Oh.
guess.
They are
I think the
in.
doctor should check that out.
Oh,
They are in
Okay.
the part of your body that determines your moral compass because
got
you need
another
the
guess.
atlas to settle
data.
your axis and then,
we've got another guest who might be able to
So
answer all our
obviously,
questions.
I mean, it's a given where
Who
it's
is that? Are
for
they-
direction.
It's Dr. Surridge.
Dr. Surridge, who joined us for the sex quiz.
The
Ah.
medical
you're a
quiz.
filthy.
No,
man,
he didn't
Dr.
join us.
Surridge.
Didn't join us for the sex quiz. He wrote the medical quiz.
My wife wrote the sex quiz.
Your wife is a filthy man.
What you mean to say she questioned you a lot?
No, she knows the type.
But yeah, this is his section, really.
So this is your
Right, this is right up his alley.
I mean,
No.
there's not much that hasn't been right up his alley.
he studies the alley, so this is not necessarily right up his alley. But if you ever do need your alley looked at, Dr. Savage is the man.
Yeah,
But
particularly if you have a Batman figure up there, apparently.
You turn on an axis, ne? If there is a hint to be given. Things
If-
turn on an axis, ne? Or rotate on it. Ne? I'm asking.
Ah.
look
I'm
at that.
asking if one was to adjust.
Yes, you do turn on your X's.
Aha! They're clever when I Chris. Hey, you must do this thing, you know? You must do this thing.
So the atlas and the axis bones are in which part of the body? Sometimes I suppose they could be in the parts of the body that you study, but that would be a crazy night.
Woo!
It's really funny because we read the answers.
I believe the Germans have perfected that one, that technique.
The German, oh yeah, but they get up to all kinds of weird stuff.
No, I'm sure the Greeks did that at some point too.
No, just
Bless them.
no wonder Helen of Troy launched ships with her face. Okay.
Ah,
What is a keloid? This is question 7 for those of you who are paying attention.
keloid.
No, I didn't know this.
Yeah, but
And I'm
it's-
pretty sure in the answers we can get a little bit more info from.
Daniel, did you know this one?
Yes.
It's very different from a Polaroid.
But wait, so
your keloids.
so because I know the answer to this, can I just ask? So are they all keloids, or is it a specific kind that's a keloid, or they are all called keloids? That's the scientific term.
It'll depend on what Chris's
Just the
answer
word
is.
that means something.
Okay.
It sounds again like something that you don't want to come home and say, to your partner. Hey, keloid.
I've got a keloid.
I'm worried about
I am
Gershon. I feel
keloid.
like he comes home with a lot of things. Yes.
Aye.
It is fine to say to your partner as long as their name is Lloyd.
Get the key, Lloyd. Damn.
Is anyone else who thinks that joke was worse than the rest of his set? Like, is there anyone else? Like, am I alone? Yeah.
You're just upset you didn't think of it first.
No, I did, and I suppressed it. And I don't suppress fucking anything.
Right, next one.
Next one. This is question 8. Cockshot. So cockshot, I think it's one word, cockshot and beaver are terms used in what?
What?
Exactly.
No, but it's fun if you say
Only by
what
trained
game.
professionals, Chris.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I played a lot of games.
Let's just get the
Cockshot
right.
and beaver
Cockshot
are
and
terms
beaver.
used in what game which could result in a keloid on your atlas and axis bones?
It's important
It
to
sounds
say
it sounds like something you'll find on a VHS.
Sorry, did you say what on your VHS?
I'm saying it sounds like something you'll find on your VHS. Cockshot and
What?
beaver. Like, it's somewhere in the back there. Your dad forgot to get rid of it when you were moving house.
We've moved on. We have Pornhub now.
Yeah, I was going to say Cockshot and Beaver, but it would be a good name for that movie.
Yeah.
There are a couple of millennials on here right now going, a VH what?
There's a good way to ask this question, though, is to say, if you discover the terms cockshot and beaver, if your wife discovers the terms cockshot and beaver in your search, what is the game you must say?
Funnily enough, after you watched Cockshot and Beaver on your VHS, you were Beta Max. But
I think I'll actually Google and see what happens when you Google cockshot and beaver.
You're gonna mess with the
What was that,
algorithms,
sorry?
eh? I'm just saying.
Sony, Chris.
I'm
Sony.
actually Googling it now.
You're Googling cockshot and beaver.
Yeah, I want to see what comes
Sounds
up.
like a good idea for your future recommendation.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the thing is, you know how Google, you know how you have, like, you know, when you do an image search, like the first page is nice and clean, but the moment you scroll down, you're like, okay, we have arrived at cockshot and beaver.
It brings up what
There
you're
we go.
looking for.
Make that your screensaver.
Make a cockshot in the beaver.
Filthy to me, filthy.
Yeah. Okay. Quest, have you got it there, Kushal?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm done now.
All right. Question 9. On that note, the fetish nasolingus
Oof.
My
is
God.
arousal by what means?
I
Gee
mean,
whiz. Does it actually,
Check with your
so that
wife.
actually happens?
That sounds weird. People
I feel
out
like
there.
every woman who just giggled needs to calm down and listen to that question again.
Yes, the fetish nasolingus is the arousal by what means?
Please say nasolingus again.
Nasolingus. I'm disturbed by this.
Like, I think a lot of people sort of vibrate
No, it's
here.
not.
Nasolingus is sort of there.
Wait, what's that? Sorry.
No, I'm saying that I think a lot of people sort of vibrate here, right? And I think nasolingus is sort of at that level. You know what I mean? There.
What always concerns me about these things is how do you introduce it to your partner?
Dude, like,
I feel like nasolingus is a lot easier to introduce than many other. Like,
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm worried about what Warren is thinking now.
I mean, like say
worried or
you've got a foot fetish, right? Then you
Yeah.
kind of just go around to the toe area and then
And you do your things,
You know.
yeah.
and then it's like, okay, that's a bit weird, but I'll go with it.
Yeah.
But
This one is
it sounds to me like, Chris, you've got something to admit to Tabitha. Do you want to do it now? Live?
I'm into nasolingus.
Yeah, I mean, do you throw it out casually? You like, listen, let me.
yeah, I can't wait for us to get your answer because I want to understand the technique because the imagination right now is probably worse than what it really
I feel
how it
I think
happens.
we need to explore this further. No,
That's how you introduce it to your wife.
yeah.
Like that. I feel like-
Chris,
And just one last question though.
But we'll
One
do it
last
when
question
we
on the
get to answer.
nasolingus.
Yeah.
I'm not even into feet. I'm like, ew.
It's not even into feet.
Is it?
That's weird.
It's not weird.
People have a
People,
foot
if
fetish.
whatever people like, you gotta go with it. But I
It's
wouldn't
2020.
I wouldn't be into feet myself.
But what if you have allergies with the nasolingus thing? I'm still stuck with the nasal. They've already
there was
graduated to feet.
I mean, opposite.
I'm worried about what about allergies and nasolingus?
Wait, guys.
Sorry.
What's that? Sorry, Gashua?
Allergies
No,
and
I'm saying, what about
nasolingus.
allergies and nasolingus?
Are
You guys have
you-
graduated to feet
are you
already,
giving
but I'm
answers
just saying,
here?
what if the person,
A little bit.
you know,
But,
Yeah, giving away answers here. But I mean, are you ever really allergic to body parts? I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, okay, let's stop there.
Tell me what are they all like?
what are all like?
Yeah, like can you be like which
no,
ones
but
have you tried?
even if it's a euphemism, because I'm allergic to prawn.
Ah, exactly. You could have a food.
It's not clam.
you swallow, Chris.
Woo!
People
Wow.
Okay.
Chris, you look like a strawberry, dude.
Oh no, that's more the alcohol than anything else. Oh. Now this I'm just going to say this artist and song title bothers me slightly. So if you pick up on it, these are the lyrics. Listen to this. Spy on me, baby. Use satellite. Infrared to see me move through the night. Aim, gonna fire shoot me right. I'm gonna like the way you fight, and I love the way you fight.
Spy on me,
Satellite.
Carry on.
I don't know.
No, that's all.
I don't
That's
know.
not even-
Hold on.
I don't want to give it away.
Wait, we can do this.
Spy on
I mean, baby, is satellite.
But those kinds of
Infrared to see me move through the night.
yes.
Yeah, given away.
You know what? Lyrics like that tell me that the person was like, my verse is it. Like it doesn't matter. My chorus is so fire. They're not gonna give a shit what's happening in the verse because my chorus is
But
the
the thing
banger.
is,
That's what
like,
matters right
I'm
now.
gonna
Everything
like the
else.
way you fight, and I love the way you fight. That's a bit, you know.
My initial feeling was Katy Perry's Fireworks. But then if this person shot fireworks out of it.
Yeah, but this is a bit rapey, to be honest.
It is.
That's
Is
Fembot's
it?
part.
Why is it? Because you're
He
spying.
likes the way you fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
Oh,
It's the blurred
shucks.
Look at
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very hashtag me too.
Fighting.
But it's also S&M. Also, we must just separate the two. I think this is more S&M than.
No, to me, I think the young ones would call it problematic.
They would,
So
I
does
love-
this mean
I
the
love
young
the
ones
young
are
ones
not
didn't even
doing
like Baby It's
the
Cold
cuttings
Outside.
and the
I
50
love her.
Shades
She
of
wants
Grey?
to put good in everyone. She's like, oh, he's
Whoa.
saying to do this and that.
So Gashwal, help me. So where does problematic begin and kinky end? Because I mean,
Yeah.
Look, I think it's one of those things that, you know, begin and end in each bedroom. You know, I don't know. These young ones are worrisome these days.
hmm.
You just
You
need
know,
a
they
safe
worrisome.
word.
They get upset very easily.
Yeah, we need a safe word with these things. I
We're
miss the
Dr.
freedom
We're
of the
in Dr.
90s.
Sturridge's territory now.
I miss the freedom of the 90s. None
Yeah,
of this
you know.
worrying.
I saw a meme yesterday.
Those
that
early
said-
the early 2000s
The
versus
early
now, very
2000s.
different times.
Ish, yeah, man.
Very different times.
There
Hell.
was a meme yesterday that I saw. It said, if you've forgotten the safe word, just shout out your ex's name.
That makes sense.
I-
That would work. That's actually true. Things stop like that. That is
Yeah, but
excellent.
I
That
don't
is
think
sage
so.
advice.
many people were the same.
Or they get really, really, really rough
I
when you do
can't even
that.
remember what my last blow.
Okay, let's crack on quickly.
Okay, recap at lightning speed. Question 1, Anna Winter is the editor of which magazine? Question 2, what is a snood? Question 3, how many strings does a violin, a standard banjo, and a Renaissance lute have?
That's
All
for
3
3 points.
have different answers for the record.
And try and answer without
Question
thinking about Warren's penis.
Just the one, Jimmy. Just the one band.
But
With one penis.
Fucking hell.
bonus point if you have Warren's penis and you post it in the comment section. Ladies.
I think he missed that bit.
Question 3, name 3 of the 6 types of voices in the vocal range, excluding soprano.
The Sopranos, one of them. That's amazing. I can't believe it. Like that's amazing.
Prominentia laryngea is commonly known as what part of the body? Question 6, the atlas and the axis bones are in what part of your body? Question 7, what is a keloid? Question 8, cockshot and beaver are terms used in what game?
My new favorite one. Yeah.
Question 9, the fetish nasolingus is the arousal by what means? And question 10, listen the artist and song title for the following lyrics. Listen to me, baby, use satellite. Oh no, listen to this. Spy on me, baby, use satellite. Infrared to see me move through the night. Aim, gonna fire, shoot me right.
It's a hard song, this.
Well, this is like she's done everything to keep him away. I'm gonna like the way you fight, and I love the way you fight.
He's asking her to spy on him. Like it's that's
Yeah, she's using infrared to see this dude not into her garden, and then she's gonna shoot at him.
she's the one that's being creepy. No?
Fire, shoot me right. Aim, gonna fire. All right.
I figured it out. I figured it out. She's dating the predator.
Magazine.
Tumi.
Strapples.
Anna Winter's the editor of which magazine?
Oh, Vogue.
That's right.
Strapples.
Vogue indeed. Do you know what a snood is? Question 2. What is a snood?
It's
Do
like
you have
a
a cock?
fleet.
It's a scarf hoodie thing.
Tumi's got
Oh.
Do you have
you
a
must,
cock one,
she's
Chris?
given away everyone. She knows them all.
Yes, but you should have known what a snood
No,
is.
I didn't know this. But Tumi's got them all. Like, watch Tumi. Let's settle in, everyone.
Okay, let's see if she knows this one. Question 3. How many strings does a violin, standard, banjo, and banjo?
Badger.
How many strings does a banjo have?
I only know that Warren's banjo has one.
Just the one for now. I mean, I'm gonna have another 3 put in.
So now
But it's just the one for now.
I just want to put out there that the bum doctor is also very musical, so he should know all this.
Let's keep calling him the bum doctor. That sounds very
Oh, that's what he's
complimentary.
called. That's what
That
he's called.
sounds amazing.
Well, he's a doctor
I
who
mean,
looks
I
at
know.
bums.
I know, but horrific life choices doesn't mean you have to get a nickname. Like, that's not fair. Like, that's...
So how many strings does a violin, standard, banjo, and Renaissance lute have?
Obvious.
Do you know
4,
this, Daniel?
5, and?
The violin is 4.
Yes.
The standard banjo.
Standard band.
That I think is 5 or 6.
It
It's
had
5.
Yeah,
yes.
5.
And the Renaissance
And then
lute?
the lute
And
had
the lute
15.
took a
didn't it?
chance. I figured
Oh,
6.
look at that. Well done.
3 hands.
Sure.
Twinkie Dinky, Warren. You have 3 banjo strings.
Oh, there's 3.
Oh,
Jesus,
then
what
there's
Yeah.
are
something
the
wrong
other
with you
two?
because
Warren's only got one.
he said he only has one, so he's disabled.
Oh, Chris.
You can claim disability grant, friend, and say you are short a banjo string.
So the banjo string you're talking
in the
about,
office tomorrow. Just...
the banjo string you're talking about is the male G spot.
Ah.
There's no such
Male
thing.
G spot. And there are
There's
3
no
of
such
them.
thing.
I was right. It does create
There are
sound.
3 male G spots.
If you
The one
believe
is
the
the
male
friendly-
G spot, you're a heathen.
You've never looked for them.
Well,
There are 3. The one is the banjo string, it's the frenulum. The one is the perennial body. And the one is the prostate. 3 G spots in the male.
Wow.
wow.
No
Only
wonder
one
you
of
guys
them
are
looks
so
like a
tasty.
banjo
Right.
string.
Banjo
You
string's a
don't bang
frenulum.
on the drum part of it, though.
I mean, let's be honest. Nobody's playing the 3rd string very often.
You just haven't met the right person, Warren.
But that's why
You haven't lived.
Okay, question
Oh, I hate
4.
myself more than you hate me. Like I believe.
Question 4. Name 3 types of the 3 of the 6 types of voices in the vocal range, excluding soprano.
The soprano's one of them.
No,
Fucking
it's-
hell.
Again, you know, you just did that. Like, this feels like deja vu. Did you not do exactly the same thing this
He's going to keep playing that banjo string to death.
time?
That's what my mother said when I was 13.
It is bass, baritone, tenor, alto, mezzo soprano, and soprano.
It's a messy soprano.
Oh, no, I can't believe it.
A messy soprano, yes.
Will it make a mess?
A messy soprano. So bass, baritone, tenor, alto, mezzo soprano, and soprano.
Interesting.
And then the prominentia laryngia.
Okay, is that how you say it, Daniel?
Prominentia laryngia.
It makes it sound so
Yeah, so easy.
sexy.
So it's like
Fuck off.
the prominent thing on your larynx.
Mm.
Adam's apple.
Yes, it is indeed the
The
Adam's apple.
thyroid cartilage.
80% of all women I've slept with have had large ones.
Mm.
Were you in Thailand?
How did he get to 80%? Because there have only been 3.
I'm rounding up.
Okay. Question 6. The axis and atlas bones are in which part of the body? Tumi, did you know this one?
Oh, look at
Oh,
her.
look at her.
It's
See?
actually interesting. I'm telling you.
I did give the hint and say you can turn on an axis, didn't I?
You did indeed. See, that Wits education.
Yeah,
Ah,
but
that's
a good point.
Fuck, am I
Chris, who was Atlas?
That Wits.
Looks like it.
Daniel, you study in Pretoria, hey?
And Wits.
Oh, well, Chris, you literally are the only one here without a Wits degree.
Chris, who was
We all
Atlas?
make mistakes.
In
We all
the
make
Great
mistakes.
Hall there. What's that, Chris?
I said
Who
we
was
all make
Atlas?
mistakes, mate.
Still,
I said we all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes. Yes, I performed in the
Chris?
Great Hall. To be honest, it was kind of average.
Who was Atlas?
Your performance or the hall?
It was you.
No, the hall.
Average.
It was just kind of a normal hall, but they call it great.
It was only shit because you were in it. Like it was normally everyone. Like I watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw William Kentridge there. It was fucking great.
Okay, what is a keloid? Is it?
I disagree with your answer.
I Googled it 3 times. Okay, but go for it. Tell
Give
us.
us the doctor's answer.
What's your answer?
A scar.
Keloid face, the movie.
It's a hypertrophied scar.
A Huda Hadden?
Raised scar.
Did you say?
So everyone has like a normal scar, a normal scar.
Yeah.
A keloid is one that grows out.
Yeah. See, that's why I was asking if you
Oh.
can use that term for them across the board. Yeah.
It is a raised scar.
It's a raised scar.
It's a hypertrophied scar.
A hypertrophied. Is that what you call it?
Hypertrophied.
What is the answer to Atlas and Axis? Layla, it's your neck. They are
What
in
do
your
you
neck.
call it when you like sucking on one of those?
On a neck.
It's
Ew, ew,
Pedophilia.
no.
It's just called.
Don't judge me. This is 2020. You can't.
Isn't a belly button a scar? Is it a keloid?
No.
But it doesn't
No.
protrude. It goes
Yeah, you're
inwards
out.
sometimes. Mine doesn't protrude.
Not every scar is a keloid.
Mine is a very definite any. It used to be an any, now it's an any.
I must say, I feel. Thank you, because now I feel very smart because I did question if you can call every scar a keloid because it feels like when you say keloid, you're really taking it out there, like.
Yeah, it's a bit
paper
much.
cut. I have a keloid. Yeah.
I got keloid.
It sounds better.
Okay, so a keloid is an outie scar.
Stop using medical terms, Tam.
Save it for the bedroom.
Okay, let's move on to cockshot and beaver are terms used in what?
I so need
The
to know
answer
this.
is so
I so need to
disappointing.
know this.
I know, it made me sad as well.
Did anyone know this?
I've played this game. It's backgammon. I've played backgammon, and I never said,
It
"Ooh, nice
still
beaver."
sounds sexual.
The weird thing is,
Cockshot and
No,
beaver.
but you know what's a weird
As you play
thing?
Backgammon.
backgammon in the Matrix.
No, but this is the thing. The people who play backgammon will never get to do the whole cockshot beaver thing anyway.
Nah.
Jesus, Gertrude was angry. That's not- I'm angry about this. Talk about the whole
But I feel
backgammon.
that is a valid point. If you play a lot of backgammon, that is the closest to beaver you'll come. And then we really need to talk about this one. The fetish nasolingus
Gee,
is the arousal by what means? It is sucking on a person's nose.
dude.
I don't think you can just kind of say
It's normal.
the wrong hole with this one.
Like, do you think the first time you go for it, the person just thinks you're drunk and you've missed their mouth?
Yeah.
Because this is what I wanted to
Situation
ask.
which
Are you sucking here or are you like
That's what I'm saying. That's
are you?
exactly what I'm saying.
Are
That's
you
what I'm saying.
pure
People
myself?
imagine that you're sucking snot out of a sick person. It's not that thing.
Well,
It's
that
just
depends
like-
if that sick person is also into nasolingus.
I mean, maybe that's
Yeah.
not. Maybe
That's another
it.
awkwardness.
Like, okay, I think all of us here have got kids. Did you ever have one of those? Socks
Yes,
that
so you have to.
thingy?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you
Yeah.
think if you disturb a baby and you overdo it, then they grow up as an adult and then it becomes a fetish because you did it too much when they were a
Wow.
baby? And then
Wow, to me.
Oh,
Wow.
this is hot.
I have 3 children to me.
My erect.
This makes me
3 to me.
Do you think maybe if you do it, you can add a little bit of Tabasco sauce and
Oh,
pepper?
stop it. Well,
Oh,
because-
no.
And then you like
Challenge,
you can
yeah.
pretend you're eating oysters, just like mm.
Mm.
But fetishes, aren't fetishes born from some kind of weird trauma? Are they normal? Are
No, it
is a
must
fetish
be.
a normal thing? Because I mean, this is just.
I bet you there's
I
some
tell you
Brazilian
what,
sites there.
don't knock it till you try it. You have to try something 6 times
Nah. Nah.
times.
before you
6
6
times.
times before you
Uh-uh.
decide you don't like it. So tonight, obviously
Nah.
I'm not going to because I'm the quizmaster. But everyone else I feel should have a good old suck on their partner's nose. And
I don't want to.
no, that's why I said I'm not going to do it. Well, you can. You can suck on my nose.
I'm not going to suck in your nose.
I'm just gonna.
I see what
vomit
Chris is so smart because now she won't suck on his nose. She can't say no to the next thing.
Ah,
It's be like, yes, I'll do
Genius.
that thing rather than-
Genius.
Tabitha,
Now
linger
this
implies
is being
tongue
very
action.
nice. Okay.
Daniel looks like he's blushing.
Everyone who's still watching this, I'm ashamed of all of you.
Yeah. All right. Question 10. Artist and song title.
Are you singing? Who's singing?
I need to know this.
I'll join in for the chorus. I'm not doing the best.
Spy on me, baby, you satellite. Infrared, see me move through the night. Aim gonna fire, shoot me right. I'm gonna like the way you fight, even if you
Oh
say
my
no,
God,
it
you
doesn't
sound just
matter.
like him.
Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb.
You're kidding me.
Sex
Tom
bomb,
Jones,
sex
the
bomb.
sexist rapist alive.
Wow.
Tom Jones, he was like, I'm gonna fight you here on the green.
Yeah,
field."
exactly.
Sex
Tom
bomb.
Jones with Sex Bomb.
I like Tom Jones up until that point.
Yeah.
I mean, the satellite thing, it's weird.
So you will bomb if you try and sex to that song, basically.
Eish, big time. I know, big time.
That's disturbing.
On so many
disturbing.
levels.
Yeah, because first I'm gonna stalk you, and then I'm gonna physically fight you, and then
Even though
somehow
you're
hope that
shooting
we can
at
have
it.
sex.
Okay, now it really does sound so rapey.
You know what I mean? That's some WWE shit there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's not unusual. Thank you.
Wait, what else did this Tom Jones sing? What else did he sing? Tell me his other titles just so I
She
can.
just did it. It's not unusual.
Oh, but besides that, what else?
The green grass of
Green
home.
grass of home. It's not unusual.
Throw your knickers at him. I remember this thing.
My Delilah.
Okay, so he was going through something with sex bomb then. Something was happening in his life and he just
Yeah, no.
off-ramped. He off-ramped. He was fine.
I think
And then you
the
off-ramped.
pole stopped
But do we know
working.
who's
The
saying
little
it?
tablet,
Who's
the
saying
purple tablet stopped working.
Yes,
and he was
Tom
like,
Jones.
I had it now.
He's a strange Welshman.
I feel like we need to do round 3 urgently.
Yes, we do. We're going to do it very quickly.
Urgently.
So that round was out of 15.
Daniel, are you sticking with us or are you going to drink?
Daniel's not
Daniel's
going
gonna
to drink.
drink
He's going to put
and
that
stick
bottle
with
in
us.
his anus. We know Daniel.
Oh,
We know what he's like. He's a problem.
Oh, what's new, pussycat?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I said that.
Sorry, we can't hear you very well.
Hmm.
You're too busy putting things in your butthole.
Okay. So
I take things out of buttholes.
I did this as a kind of way for everyone to hear you.
Takes them out.
Mama told me not to come. No, Erica. For real. That's a song title.
Of course, that's another.
Song title. How does it go?
What?
Mama told me.
Oh, yes, a good song.
Oh yeah. By the way,
After Sex Bomb, it
Why
stops
is
being
your mother
such
telling
an
us
innocent
because the
title.
yeah, no,
This
no.
whole thing, my mother never told me not to.
To me, I'm rethinking this whole thing, and I'm getting worried. I'm like, what have I been listening to?
We're gonna listen to his whole discography and decide.
Just one grandchildren she didn't care.
I played that stuff on the radio, dude.
So section 3. Section 3.
I hate myself. Did I mention that?
I'm running to homeschool station. I'll be back now. Ne? Continue without me. I'll be back. Tabitha, don't
we'll
kick
wait
me
for
out.
you.
Are you going to
No,
have a shift?
continue.
He never came back from his.
Well, see you now, Timmy Mike.
Okay.
Bring him in, Paul.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Question 1. Which country legend, known for Islands in the Stream and The Gambler, sadly died in March 2020?
Definitely was.
Richmond. Legend. Legend.
Legend. That's
Oh, he wasn't
Legend.
that's exactly how I'm reading the question, how it's written. Which
He's a
country
legend.
legend, known for Islands in the Stream and The Gambler, sadly died in March 2020?
And not the remake. Not
Don't sing it. You've got to know when to hold them.
Country.
Know when to fold them.
Not part of the traveling Wilburys.
Know when to walk
That's
away.
Very important. Jack.
Know when to
It's not part of the traveling Wilburys.
Okay. He's definitely not that guy. So that was question 1. Question 2. Which is the most northerly capital city in Europe?
Now,
This is a good question.
who said
It's a good question. Because there are 3 in contention. There's 3.
No, there's not.
That's pretty close.
No, they're not. Oh, hold on. What's Erica saying?
Jodie Wayne.
Who's Jodie Wayne?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But I said it with a lot of confidence, so that normally
So
works.
did Erica.
Does anybody know what Jodie Wayne is?
No.
Some sort of country western style, I'm guessing.
Jodie Wayne?
Yeah, like a Roy Orbison type.
If you say Roy Orbison one more time.
Elvis Costello.
That's right. Wow, fuck off. No, hang on. Elvis Costello is
All
not
right,
Roy Orbison type.
so question 2 is which is the most northerly capital in Europe? Question 3, which creatures lured sailors onto rocks with their enchanting voices and music in Greek mythology?
I know.
Wow.
Surprisingly not Disney.
Is that an easy one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric is saying he's an SA country legend. Like that's a thing.
Yes.
That's not a thing.
No, there was
Les Bridges.
No.
What?
There was a
No, Bless Bridges was he was a legend.
he was a legend, but he wasn't a
Gashwell.
was he a country singer?
Just
he
stop it.
gave out
Just stop it.
roses. There was one Dylan something.
Big and Falskris.
It's like a man, only smaller.
Oh, of course, that guy, Jodie Wayne, was big in
Jodie Wayne
culture.
was-
How could I forget him? How did we do that? How did we forget that guy?
Jodie Wayne.
Yeah, that guy.
Are you sure he died?
No, but that,
No, he died everywhere he went.
so
No doubt about it.
Oh my God, it's getting silly in here.
So, which creatures lured sailors onto rocks with their enchanting voices and music in Greek mythology? That's question 3. And question 4 sticks with Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the underworld and the dead, and who is his consort?
Now this is in a Disney movie.
I just want to say that the Garage Doors should know this because their son is all about Greek mythology at the moment. In
So
fact,
Chris,
I
in
loaned
Greek-
him a book
In
about
Greek mythology, who was Atlas?
Garage Doors, you've been called out.
Yeah.
They better get this one right.
Gershwell, how are you on Greek mythology?
I'm okay on Greek mythology.
Yeah,
Actually,
he's good.
the problem is there's a couple of names going through my mind, and I,
That
you know,
strikes me as a smart move.
There's a what?
He said you strike him as a smart motherfucker, but
I didn't say that. I actually like I purposely did that.
no, but I think it was a compliment. It's
was
called
a
a-
compliment.
it's
No,
called
no,
a
I take it as a. No, I take it
You're
as
a
a.
smart motherfucker. Because
I'm getting that T-shirt. I promise you.
Y'all.
Just because of you, I promise you, I'm getting that T-shirt made.
You're the man now. Sorry.
I'm saying I'm getting that T-shirt made. I promise you, smart motherfucker. That's the T-shirt I'm getting.
It's very professional. I think every time you go into the office, the Human Rights Commission, you should wear it. Smart motherfucker.
Yeah, but don't mention that you know Greek mythology.
Trademark.
Or is that a thing? Like, I've never been into this, but that I think makes me stupid.
It does make it.
Guys, I just want to say we've got another person in.
Who?
Another guest. It's not to me. She hasn't come back.
Yeah, man.
It's Maps.
Hey!
Maps, how you doing, dude?
How you guys doing?
Fantastic. How are you? How's your knowledge on Greek mythology?
Not fantastic. No.
Do you have a degree from Wits University? People have been getting super arrogant about that here.
Tell me you didn't go to Wits, so I'm not alone. Am I the only one?
I went to Wits.
Oh,
yes!
Ah, Chris.
well, fine.
Where did you go, Chris?
I went to Wits Tech, which is almost as good.
It is, Chris. We love you anyway.
And what was then called Rao, but only for.
I was going to say, did you go to Rao?
only to buy textbooks.
You know, Rao stands for rejected at UNISA.
I feel these university jokes you've been storing for 21 years have been worth it.
He's been waiting to let that one loose.
He's like, totally. That was like.
That's it. I quit about. That's my career.
That was belonged to the mechanical shrubbery there, but that joke killed. That was the start of his stand-up career.
That's exactly right. You're only dropping truth bombs, Chris.
Tumi is back. She's homeschooled the hell out of people. Did you tell them about Greek mythology?
Was that a good shit?
Erica says that it's technically the same, Chris. She's on your side.
Yes, thank you, Erica. So I'll repeat question 4. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the underworld and the dead, and who is his consort?
Oh, I know this one. He killed me in the movie in Hercules because he said to Zeus, he says, not to say this is a fall from grace, but timber. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Hey, Napsy.
Hey, Tooms. What's up?
Get sharp with it.
This is crushing it. Get all the answers. Just ask to me.
No, man.
Does you know this one? Because we're going to move on to question 5. Who is Joseph Allen Maldonado Passage more commonly known as? Where did Maps go? He's gone.
That question just.
He's like, what? Timmy's here? No way I'm the biggest star. I'm out.
So, who is Joseph Allen Maldonado Passage more commonly known as?
We're not allowed to give answers, eh?
No, you're not allowed to give answers. Do you know the answer?
Yeah. I don't want to say it.
Now, I'm very impressed if you do know the answer.
Yeah, I didn't know the answer to this. I don't know the answer.
But unless I'm wrong, is surely no.
That is the one.
Everybody's streaming, so they would know, right?
Everybody they would know, might know. Who knows?
Yeah, because we all in the pandemic been streaming.
I didn't know. I'm out here with the people who don't know shit. I didn't know.
So
Okay.
who knew that?
I
Hands up who knew that.
I embarrassingly know who that is.
Yeah, hands up,
Yay,
hands up.
Maps, love your work.
I did not.
Yeah,
I have
but the young ones will know. I mean, the typical.
I have a thing for the exotics.
Ah, hey, we're giving hints there. Nice one. Very well done. Very well done.
Yeah. That just means you've got a better memory than most of us. Or
You're into cunnilingeal. What was that?
It's nasolingus, my
Nasolingus.
babes. Nasolingus. You've forgotten already. Oh my god.
Okay,
Can
so
you reach your nose?
in the interest of time, we're going to move on to question 6. Ross Geller got divorced 3 times in Friends. What were his wives' names?
Never watched. I didn't like the show. I didn't like it.
No.
And I know everyone was like, "Oh, Friends."
Whoa.
No, I'm serious. I was never a Friends guy. No.
So you didn't like Friends. There's a few people who I've met who didn't like it.
Thank you.
A lot
Reasonable
of them
people.
are into
What's not
nasolingus.
okay in their lives?
It's aged pretty bad. It's aged pretty bad. Like, it was a good show in the 90s, but it's not good anymore.
It's
like-
funny now. Are you
It's back in the 90s.
It's still funny now, yes. If you have Comedy Central, you get to watch it. And
All the time.
Million
Yeah.
times. No, but seriously, if you no, I'm not. If you look at a lot of sitcom now, people have copied so much from Friends. Like I roll my
Fair
eyes,
enough.
and I'm
Fair
like,
enough.
that is so Friends. Like really.
Let's have
I was
this
more of a
argument
Seinfeld
now,
guy myself.
because this is a good time. But you're right. Like that's
like there was such a
you're right. You're right. It's way better than current popular sitcoms. You are right about that. Doesn't mean it's good.
there was some similarities between Friends and City Tesla.
But you know what, Chris? I was more of a pure Minati show fan.
Ah, you see, my
That
That's why he's here.
iconic.
He's sucking your dick.
You are a national treasure.
Wow.
Chris Forrest,
I didn't say
you are a national treasure. You are
Dude,
You're a
national treasure.
national treasure to me.
And to me, you know what's embarrassing about tonight?
Yeah.
I only found out who Cooler Box is tonight. Can you imagine
Don't
that?
say things out like that out loud. Don't ever let it
I
stay
am so
here.
embarrassed.
Don't repeat
You
it
have
anywhere
no
else.
idea.
Yeah, there's no recovering from that. So don't
Chris,
ever
I'm
say it
so sorry,
publicly.
dude.
Let this be the last time you say that. It's okay.
Okay, let's
I'm
pretend.
buying a
let's
CD. I'm
move on.
gonna go buy a CD.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay,
This is
so the
tragic.
question was: Ross Geller got divorced 3 times in Friends. What were his wives' names?
For 3 points.
For 3 points, so one for
A lot of
each
points
each
for some
wife.
fucking shit back.
And then question 7, I feel everybody should really know. Question 7 is: what day is Star Wars Day?
Ah,
Everybody should know this. So
Yeah.
what day is Star Wars Day? It's never going to get old. It's amazing. What day is Star Wars Day? Question 8. What is Kramer's first name on Seinfeld?
no, I know that one.
Where's that
What
guy? Didn't he
flower
get cancelled?
Comes out at the beginning of
He
spring.
did get cancelled,
Do you
but
remember
at the
Kramer?
time he was cool.
What's
Yeah.
that? Sorry.
No, I'm saying he was cool at the time, and then he
Yeah.
got subsequently cancelled.
Yes.
Well, he did the whole thing where he was like, "How to destroy your career in one day."
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's why the better question is, what flower comes out on the side of
just
South
so-
African highways at the beginning of spring? It's the same question. It's got similar answers.
similar answers, but then that's a little bit easier. So what was Kramer's first name on Seinfeld? Question 9.
Isn't there a
Uh,
city named after him in Joburg?
There is. And what is the name of the alternate dimension in Netflix's Stranger Things?
Haven't watched it yet.
On pause napping,
I
I was
haven't
gonna go
watched it
ask him.
either.
I was gonna cheat and ask him because he watches that nonsense.
But
I actually want to watch it.
the most watched show on Netflix
Last year, yeah, last year,
Hmm?
season 3 was the most watched thing on Netflix.
Yeah. He was always watching that.
Well, so not all of us watched it. We were busy watching Friends reruns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Nasolingus videos.
Or Nasolingus videos, indeed.
You guys are all filth. Well,
Okay.
never to come to your
And then
house.
we're on our final question ever. It's an artist and song title question.
Okay, who's singing?
Maps, did you choose the song?
No. What?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, no, I was just kidding because it's it goes like this. Ooh, ooh. Nobody knows it.
That's it. Ooh.
Ah,
Ooh, ooh, nobody knows it.
Oh, I love
When
that
I was
song.
down, I was your clown.
Oh, I
Mm.
love that
Oh,
song.
Timmy knows it.
it's legendary.
Nobody knows it. Nobody knows it.
Shut up, dude. Jesus, come on.
How
Dude, genius. Like, it's not right. It's not right.
Okay, and in a crazy turn of events, we might actually finish before 10 o'clock.
Never.
No,
Never.
I'm going to go
It's the
through.
last one. Give us.
I'm going to go
Chris.
through the questions again at lightning speed. Question 1. Stream and the Gambler died sadly in March
It's not
2020.
Roy Orbison, apparently.
No.
Question 2. Which is the most northerly capital city in Europe? Question 3. Which creature lures sailors onto rocks with their enchanting
It's not
voices
Chris,
and music
apparently.
in Greek mythology? This is what happens when I have 2 glasses of wine as well sometimes. Question 4. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the underworld and the dead, and who is his consort? Question 5. Who is Joseph Allen Maldonado Passage, more commonly known as? Question 6. Ross Geller got divorced 3 times in Friends. What were his wife's names? Question 7. What day is Star Wars Day? Question 8. What is Kramer's first name on Seinfeld? Question 9. What is the name of the alternate dimension in Netflix's Stranger Things? And then question 10. The artist and song title for the following lyrics. Ooh, ooh. Nobody knows it. When I was down, I was your clown.
Can you just say the word alternate again?
Alternate.
Wait, oh, hold on. We lost Matt.
Alternate? Alternate.
You know,
Potato,
but
potato.
you know, your life is crazy. What do you like?
All right. So, question 1. Country singer that died in March 2020 was...
It's not Roy Orbison.
You could just keep flogging that horse.
No.
It was Kenny Rogers.
It could have been Roy Orbison. It could have.
What did he sing? What did he sing?
Islands in the Stream. That is
Kenny
what we
Rogers.
are.
You got to know when to fold. Yeah, yeah.
Know when to
Know when to walk
Know when
away.
to walk
Know
away.
when to run. Sorry, I know the hip hop version. You gotta do it. Gotta count your ducklings before you touch the turntables. Because if you count out the big tunes, that means the song is done.
Do you know the hip hop version for Islands in the Stream? The Ghetto Superstar.
Islands in the stream. Yeah. Oh, if you put a U and an R, it's a hip hop version.
The Ghetto Superstar was it Busta Rhymes?
No. No.
What? Who did what?
Ghetto superstar.
Ghetto Superstar.
Oh no.
What's Lauren Hill? It was Lauren Hill.
Yes, but who sang it with her? I'm sure it was Busta Rhymes.
You can rely on each other. 1, 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't stop you. I think it was Wu-Tang. I think it might have been Wu-Tang.
It was.
Either way, there's no
It was like, I think it was Rizzo or something. 1, 2.
What's the next
and you
answer?
don't
What's the
stop.
next answer, Chris?
Praz. My bad.
What's the next answer?
next
P-I-E-Z.
answer.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, we just want the next answer, Chris. We're mad
So,
about the answer.
question 2. What is the most northerly capital in Europe? It is Reykjavik.
Yay.
Reykjavik.
Reykjavik, capital of Iceland.
That's it.
Oh,
Iceland, which is mostly green, as opposed to Greenland, which is
Greenland is mostly ice.
Mostly
Half of
black.
it's kind of black and white.
That's only what it looked like in the old movies. Okay. Question 3. Which creatures lured sailors onto rocks with their enchanting voices and music in Greek mythology?
The sirens.
The sirens, yes.
I think they're based on manatees.
Yeah?
Yes, actually, you're
Sirens
right.
are based on manatees.
Manatees sing.
No, fuck off. Anybody who said
Those
that is-
enormous sea cows.
Okay, we're going to move on.
No. The sounds are based on them. That's not the answer. That's not the answer.
I will fight you. You meet me outside
Warren,
the street.
calm down. Just calm
I'll
down.
have a war with you.
Warren, drink.
After he's had a
Never wine in lingers.
Storm on that thing.
Question 4. In Greek mythology, who's the god of the underworld and the dead, and who's his consort? Who
Hades
wants to
and
have a go at
Persephone.
this?
Persephone.
Hades and Persephone.
Wow, look at you.
Two
No,
people,
it was my
Rakesh,
thing.
and
No, it was
Shiva.
my thing. It was my thing in high school. I'm not clever. It's just things I had to learn. It's not smarts.
Which
It's
school
bad.
did you go to that you had to learn about Hades and Persephone?
Yeah, I even did archaeology. It was the stuff we did like in jail. You get to join a club. So I joined the archaeology club, and then we also this was part of extra like English stuff because I was a bit of an English genius at school. So I got to do that.
The theater shows we were always like, this one is clearly model C. That's
No,
model C.
but you see, this offense, Warren. Like, let me tell you, guys, Warren has decided. I think when Warren met me, he was like, "This is just a simple kill," and then I keep disappointing him because I met.
No,
you know the way?
never,
No,
never.
shut up.
Never
I
once.
met Neil Gaiman,
In
took
love
a
with
picture
you
of Neil
forever.
Gaiman, lost my mind, fanned out. He goes, "You read Neil Gaiman?" Papa nearly fell out of his chair. I'm like, this guy's just going, "You read? You read?" Like,
Casually moving on.
Do you remember how annoying he was on Point of Order?
yo.
Do me.
Hmm?
Do you ever go into your archaeology knowledge and use your tools and just kind of use it to brush over Chris Forrest's comedy career?
Oh. Excavator gag or two.
Oh. Woo, there's no coming back from that one.
Oh my god. Sorry,
Is that a
Chris.
no?
Yes, it's a no. It's a no. It's very much a no.
Woo.
I still love you, Chris.
Yeah, I think we have to move on to the next answer.
Chris, I'm going to say to you, let's answer the next question.
Thank goodness. There's pressure there. There's no coming. I'm just going to drink.
Ask some questions, Chris. Do it before I fucking humiliate you again.
Who is Joseph Allen Maldonado Passage, more commonly known as?
Joe from Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Good luck.
Dude, can I tell you a weird thing?
Yeah.
My middle child was so upset to hear. My middle kid was so upset to hear he's in jail. Like he really was genuinely upset. And he made me Google to see if he's okay. And he thinks it's unfair that he's been taken to jail by that woman who killed her husband. I was like, I'm gonna start looking at age restrictions and actually not letting my child.
They will never
Yes,
recover
Joe-
financially.
Joe Exotic, aka the Tiger King.
I wouldn't know how Maps knows that. How do you remember that shit?
Because you can't forget anything you see in that show.
Once you
can't.
watch that, you can't forget it. You want to
Yes.
forget it, but you can't.
Yeah, it's like roadkill. You can't look away. You can't forget the image. It's
It was the weirdest thing ever. It was weird, wasn't it?
yes.
Did you
yes.
see, Joshua, did you see Carol Baskins on Strictly Come Dancing in America like last week? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Really?
Yes.
Tiger Suit?
Oh, no.
I didn't see Carol Baskin.
But let's hang on a second here, guys. These are the people that might re-elect. So we shouldn't be surprised.
How do you know that?
No, but there's something even worse. I saw her on Twitter singing "Go Shorty, It's Your Birthday," and I didn't realize
Yes,
that's what they were
yes.
singing until I listened to the words. I said,
Yes.
"Oh, is that what you're singing?" With her husband who's still alive,
He's barely alive.
the one who's made it.
No, he's still got cash in the bank. That's why.
Anyway, guys, well done on knowing that. But I think you've made some mistakes with your life.
That's because you didn't know. Okay, Ross Geller got divorced 3 times in Friends. What were his wife's names? It was Susan, Emily, and Rachel.
Yeah,
Susan
I only
was the
remember
first
Rachel.
Did he and Rachel divorce? Why don't I remember
Yeah,
them
because
divorcing?
they got married in Vegas and then they woke up and realized obviously it was a mistake.
That was the one I forgot.
Emily was the
Yeah.
British girl.
But I don't remember them divorcing. That's the thing.
Remember, he
And
didn't
Lisa
want a
Kudrow
divorce.
was so terrible they fired her from Frasier.
Who's that? Emily.
Yeah.
Lisa Kudrow.
Lisa Kudrow.
They fired her for Frasier.
Really? When was she on Frasier?
She was on the pilot. She was supposed to be the station manager.
Oh.
She was so terrible they fired her.
No, she would have been terrible. Yeah, shame.
I didn't mind her.
No, but I mean,
Question 7. What day?
Else's.
What day is Star Wars Day? It is May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Easy answer it is.
May the 4th be with you. Question 8. What is Kramer's first name on Seinfeld's Cosmo?
Yeah, see, I said there's a city named after him in Joburg.
I'm not sure if it's a real city. It doesn't have a cathedral. Or electricity, for that matter.
I was going to say. No.
All people with jobs.
Oh, shame.
Question 9.
Have a job.
What is the name of the alternate dimension in Netflix's Stranger Things?
The Upside Down World.
The Upside Down World.
Such a
Max,
nerd.
you enjoy Netflix a lot.
I should have known that because Lego introduced it. Yeah.
I honestly
Yeah,
don't.
Upside Down World Lego set.
Stranger Things is really, really rad, actually.
I
It
really
must
want to
be.
watch it now.
The only reason I don't like that show is because when my husband gets into it, then it's over. I'm not heard, I'm not seen until after. Like soccer, really. Soccer and Stranger Things.
Until you're the Upside Down. But is he still watching soccer to me despite everything?
Why are you like this, Chris? Why are you like this?
That was
You're heartless. Give us the next
You
one.
guys don't even know why.
Give us the next one. Give us the next one. Just give us the
United and
next one.
Kaiser Chiefs. So for those of you who missed the end of the football season,
But
Kaiser Chiefs
do you have to rub it in?
throw it away.
Do you have to rub it in? Is this so? How do you sleep at night, Chris?
Is he not watching? Where's he? Man United was shit to begin with.
Homeschooling.
Kaiser Chiefs gave everyone hope. But
Chris, when Sir Alex Ferguson retired, you had a Christmas bash of notes. So shut up and read the answers to the questions.
I really, really did. So final answer, artist and song title. Ooh, nobody knows it. When I was down, I was your clown. It is Elton John and TPD. Don't go breaking my heart.
When I was down, I was your clown.
Din, 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 din.
Where did that come from?
That one lyric reminds me. That one lyric reminds me of Liverpool until they won this year. Like when I was down, I was your clown for like fucking 30 years, and then finally.
They won trophies in that 30 years.
No, always our clown. They were always our clown until this year.
Like the Champions League is quite important.
Max, you're also Man United.
And Man U as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Maps is dead to me.
Warren, I'm surprised you even watch soccer, man.
Expecting him up here, and then he just vanished. He's dead to me.
So that round was out of 14.
Okay.
So 14, which is also where Man United sit in the league. Let us know how you did. If you managed to still follow through that
chaos.
That chaos.
Absolute fucking chaos. I'm sorry.
Erica, please send me your address, and then I'll drop off a Cooler Box CD at some point.
Don't let him drop
Chris, I also want one.
Yeah, I'm gonna force one on you as well. Send me your
He's
address
got
too.
23,000. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do
I've
it.
had a
I'm
box
laughing.
full of them in the garage that I refuse to throw away.
You
So
can't
like,
park his car in there. It's full. It's full of CDs.
I'm laughing because it was 14 minutes ago when Chris said, "Oh my gosh, we might finish just before 2 hours, guys. Let me read the answers."
it was close. It was close. Okay, so we have.
Hold
in,
on, let me see.
Oh, something's coming.
Okay.
in third place, winning a copy of the Cooler Box CD.
You
And
don't deserve that. You're a better person than that.
I think they might have one already,
I mean,
but they're getting
whatever
another
they
one.
are, they're better than that.
On 30 points, the Garage Doors. Well done.
Yay!
In second place with a score of, it's a tie for second place.
Yes, it is.
33 points each. It's to the Snackcidental Tourist and Team Swim for Sadie. Well done, guys.
Yay!
And the winner who wins an additional copy
No.
of the Cooler Box CD,
That's the one.
which you also not delivered ever, is here for the beer with 35 points. Congratulations.
Stop threatening your viewers.
Well, cheers, everyone. That is quiz number 50 down, and also probably our last one for a while. Thank you, all our guests for joining
That
us.
is-
Really appreciate it.
That was amazing.
Here from 3 a.m.
That was a lot of fun. That was a big highlight of the evening.
Yes.
I think I enjoyed that very much. I almost enjoyed that as much as that beautiful moment as Demi finding her freedom away from Jacaranda.
Oh God, that's
That cut so deep.
Wow.
It's not supposed to. It's not supposed
To
to.
me, can I tell you something? It's clear that Maps is the one busy rummaging around your archaeological tools, eh?
Hey.
Digging up old
Why
bones.
does it sound so sexy when you put it like that? Like,
Anything when Maps is rummaging around your tool sounds sexy.
digging. Just
I love your team.
Blowing the dust.
Oh,
Just so everyone knows, we are going to do a live quiz in the next month. We're actually talking about it on Thursday. So
That's
you
the
get
one.
to see this live. And for those people,
It's a lot less awesome.
yeah, but for those people, we're going to stream it. We will still stream it. So yes.
But anyway, once again, thank you everyone who's joined us over the past 6 months, and thank you again to the guests who've joined us this evening. We really appreciate
It's
it.
chaos.
Thanks for
but
having
thank
us.
you.
Thanks for having us.
thanks.
I'd like to go.
I miss home.